Hello, everyone. Remember, we have been working on step 3 of the writing process, which is peer feedback. This is a time for others to view your work. So the first thing you want to do is make a copy of your rough draft. So you'll want to do that by going to the file and then make a copy. And you want to name it with your first and last name and maybe add something like step 3 or peer feedback to it, just so that it identifies that this is your copy for the peer feedback stage. You're then going to share your new copy with 3 of your peers. You all had an opportunity to choose the groups that you wanted to work in for our breakout rooms. So you will want to make sure that you go to that top right-hand corner of your document, click the blue share button, and type in the names of your peers, and just make sure that you are sending it to the correct person. Once you've done that, you're going to read one another's work, and you want to focus on some of these guidelines here. As you are reading one another's work, remember that the purpose of this is not only to give constructive criticism, give tips and suggestions on how to better improve the work, but also to show what is good about it. So you'll want to make sure that you do tell the author what you like most about the draft, what they've done well. You want to look for golden lines within the piece. Remember, the golden lines are lines that you think are really effective for that piece, or you've connected with in some way, and that they should remain in that paper. So you want to make sure that you highlight that text and add the underline icon so that identifies that it is a golden line. You also want to make sure that you look for the weak areas or the least successful areas, and you give tips and suggestions to help that person better improve it. So if it's a matter of spelling and grammar and punctuation, like the grammatical errors, you want to give those suggestions on how to make those corrections. If it's a matter of organization, you want to make sure that you go ahead and type directly into the document your comments. So remember, we talked about highlighting the text, the area that you want to comment on, and then right-clicking, and there will be a plus sign where you can add a comment. So we should be seeing your comments throughout the whole piece. You want to make sure that the person also has responded to the assignment appropriately. So meaning, is it a significant event that they're writing about? Did they write in the first person point of view? Did they focus on their thoughts and feelings? Because remember, we're looking for this piece to be descriptive so that we as the readers, as the audience, can paint that picture in our minds of what they were experiencing, what they were thinking and feeling as they were going through that particular event. Overall, you want to remember the rule of thumb, 3 before me. So make sure that you do have at least 3 of your peers read your papers, add comments, give you tips and suggestions. And remember, during these breakout sessions, you do have an opportunity to have conversation with each other. But just make sure that whatever you guys talk about verbally also is written within the documents. You want to make sure that you show proof of your peer feedback, because remember, in the end, when we're all ready to submit your final draft, you will also be submitting this peer feedback piece, your rough draft. So I want to see the evidence that you have had your peers view your work and give you tips and suggestions. So I will be looking for that 3 before me. And if you have any questions about anything, please feel free to reach out on Remind or by email. And I'm looking forward to hearing your stories.